So why is malware analysis required, and what is the use of malware analysis and finding signatures? So as I told you, companies like Kaspersky or even other antivirus companies, anti-malware softwares have database which they regularly update. And if we talk about the statistics of malwares that have been found in quarter 1 2017, you can take a look at this website which I'll be adding in the resources. You will notice that the stats actually look quite increasing, and there is a growth of about 20% every month or every quarter, I must say. And the types of malwares that are actually uh, shown here are basically the subtypes of what we have learned in the course. So we have Trojan spy, basically a spyware, and this is something known as downloader, which will actually download tons of softwares in your computer. So you install a software which will further install many other softwares, and it will just create a junk thing in your computer. So then we have monitor softwares and tons of other things. Then moving on to quarter 1 2018 to quarter 2 2018, you'll notice that the downloader has stopped, and it is not actually here. So if we talk about various types of malwares available, you'll notice that the names are basically shown over here, the verdicts that are used to define malware. So we have Trojan for Android OS, and this is actually the name of the malware actually. And they keep on updating their database, and the basic need of malware analysis is to find the hash value or the signature of the malware, and to provide it to to the respective anti-malware or anti-virus software provider. And if you discover any new malware or any new hash value of any new virus, you will be getting paid, you will be paid for doing so. And if we talk about the stats, I'll add the link to this page in the description. This is the official page released by Kaspersky Lab. And if you notice that there are tons of stats available over here, ranging from types of attacks to types of malwares, and types of the stats actually contain the infection numbers, and there are tons of things available. So in the next video we'll talk about the methodology of actually analyzing the malware. Practically we'll first set up our lab, and then we'll start with the analysis.